The 9-page interview transcript, buried in Box 6, Folder 3 of the Willow Creek Police Department's cold case archive, details Arthur Bellamy's account. He describes, with chilling precision, seeing 17-year-old Eleanor Vance just minutes before her disappearance, arguing with a man near a dark, dented sedan. The official police report, case number WC 910422, filed just weeks later, dismisses Bellamy as elderly and prone to fabrication. That decision, made over 30 years ago, is the single reason we are talking about Eleanor Vance today. The lead that should have cracked her case was simply thrown away. In this investigation, I am going to show you exactly what the official record does not tell you, what the evidence actually says, and why this case is not over. No speculation. Document everything. It was late summer 1991 in the sleepy town of Willow Creek, Ohio, a place where nothing truly bad ever happened, or so everyone believed. Eleanor Vance was a vibrant, ambitious girl, just shy of her 18th birthday. She worked part-time at the local diner, saved every penny for a photography course at the State University, and was known for her quick wit and even quicker smile. On the evening of August 12th, she had finished her shift at the diner a little after 9 o'clock. She'd made plans to meet her best friend, Sarah Jenkins, at the town square for a late-night ice cream cone. Eleanor never arrived. Her parents, devastated and frantic, called the police by morning. For weeks, the town rallied. Missing posters with Eleanor's hopeful, smiling face blanketed every lamppost and store window. Search parties combed the woods around Willow Creek, dragging the shallow riverbeds, exploring abandoned buildings. The local newspaper, the Willow Creek Gazette, ran daily updates detailing the search efforts, the growing despair. The FBI was eventually called in, but after months of searching and interviewing, the case went cold. The official conclusion, quietly delivered by Detective Thomas Miller of the Willow Creek PD, was that Eleanor had likely run away or perhaps suffered an unfortunate accident in the vast rural landscape. Her body never recovered. The file was eventually closed. Eleanor Vance was declared a missing person, another tragic statistic, her story fading from memory, becoming just another faded headline in the Gazette's dusty archives. But the true story, the one meticulously documented yet deliberately ignored, lay waiting. What the official record actually shows, if you know where to look, is a chilling testament to investigative neglect. You see, the 1991 report filed by Detective Miller, the one that summarily dismissed Eleanor's disappearance, contains an interview that, to this day, makes you question everything. Arthur Bellamy, a 73-year-old retired auto mechanic, was walking his dog near the old abandoned mill road, a shortcut Eleanor often took home from the diner. Bellamy saw her. He described Eleanor arguing heatedly with a man next to an unfamiliar dark sedan. He remembered the car vividly, an older model, possibly a Chevrolet Celebrity from the late 1980s, with a noticeable dent in the passenger side fender. He heard Eleanor say, "I'm not getting in with you." He stated this under oath on August 14, 1991, in an interview conducted by Officer Janice Harper, whose detailed notes directly contradict Miller's later assessment. Harper's original notes, cross-referenced with local news archives from the Gazette, corroborate Bellamy's character. He was known as a sharp, reliable witness, a pillar of the community, not a senile old man. Yet, Detective Miller's internal memo, dated August 21, 1991, explicitly states, "Witness Bellamy's account unreliable, subject prone to exaggeration, vehicle description vague and non-actionable." Non-actionable? How does a detective look at a first-hand account of the missing girl arguing with an unidentified man next to a distinctively described vehicle and simply walk away? That file, with Bellamy's testimony, was sealed. It was never cross-referenced with local vehicle registrations. No APB was issued for a dark, dented sedan. No further interviews were conducted to corroborate Bellamy's sighting. The car, a potential key to Eleanor's last moments, was never pursued. It was as if Miller actively worked to ensure this crucial lead evaporated. The Internal Affairs Review of the Willow Creek PD, conducted in 2010 after Miller's retirement, but never fully released to the public, confirms this pattern of dismissive conduct, citing a lack of diligence in several cold cases under his purview. This is not mere incompetence. This is a pattern. Now, imagine what should have happened. The principle of witness corroboration dictates that even an unreliable witness's statement must be cross-referenced and investigated. A follow-up officer should have spoken to other residents near the Mill Road. A full vehicle description, however vague, should have been immediately broadcast to surrounding police departments, running against state and regional databases. Today, modern forensic linguistics could analyze Bellamy's original transcript, comparing his language patterns to known, reliable witnesses, potentially validating his account far beyond Detective Miller's snap judgment. Digital mapping and geofencing could reconstruct the area around the Mill Road, pinpointing potential escape routes for that dark sedan. We could leverage sophisticated license plate recognition systems, searching historical data for vehicles matching that description in the vicinity. The systemic failure here is glaring. It's not just a single ignored witness, it's the dismissive attitude towards a critical piece of evidence, compounded by a lack of oversight and a rush to an easy, unsubstantiated conclusion. It tells us that sometimes justice isn't just delayed, it's actively suppressed by those sworn to uphold it. The resources and technology existed, even in 1991, to at least try to find that car. They simply chose not to. You see, a closed case doesn't mean a solved case. It doesn't mean justice was served. Sometimes it means a file was buried, a witness was ignored, and the truth was deemed too inconvenient to pursue. You leave a case like Eleanor Vance's not just angry, but fundamentally changed. You begin to question every official conclusion, every tidy explanation, understanding that the layers of neglect can be as chilling as the crime itself. A piece of paper, a single signature, can consign a life and a family's hope for answers to oblivion. The justice system is not a final word. It is a human construct, flawed and susceptible to apathy. Eleanor Vance deserved better than a file marked unreliable. Her story demands to be heard. Every single one of these neglected cases demands to be heard. Do not let these stories fade into the archives. Subscribe to Cold Docket, because the next forgotten file is already waiting, detailing a cover-up even more infuriating than Eleanor's. You will not want to miss it.